Welcome back to our read-through, voice-through of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Miles
Please, Jello.
Edgeworth.
It's a crawl-through.
Again. Yeah, this is a long game, and we only play it like every 3 weeks. So we'll be doing this until we're 40.
Oh, boy!
Last time, we went back in time and met Gregory Edgeworth, Miles's dad. And it was on his last case, which was in a nonsensical cake arena. And a man had been found in a chocolate ship, and we investigated some people, and Von Karma was there. And now we're back in the present.
Hold on, we should @Aram.
I mean,
he's at work.
We technically did. Also, yeah, he's gonna be at work for 3 more hours.
Son of a gun!
How do you not have that memorized by now? It's like the only friend we have with a consistent job.
I mean...
You get home at a different time literally every single day.
But it's like...
Yeah.
You know.
Different,
I don't know
but it's like correct that you say that, Jello? Yeah.
I don't need this bullshit this early.
Alright. No, we got 3. We want to keep 3, because that's how this game splits well, is with 3. Otherwise, someone sits and does no voices for like an hour. Will, you are
Okay.
Ray as of now. You're just gonna take over all of Savvy's characters.
Sure. Oops, I guess I went on for a little too long there.
Hang on, I'm gonna screen cap that, because that just sums up this whole fucking game. Save.
Is there any way for me to turn down Ace Attorney's volume for myself?
Probably not. I can do it, though. I think I can.
Yeah, because for me
How
it's
about
like
that?
insanely loud. That didn't really do anything.
Okay, well, I changed it to 17, so I have no way to help you then. It went from
All right.
50 to, like, 12. If that didn't do anything for you, the option's on your end somewhere. Also,
Great.
I'm going to reintroduce this so I can cut it at a better point, because there was a lot of bullshit in there. Hi, welcome back to our playthrough of Ace Attorney Investigations 2. We're on Case 3, Middle, Part 1, which is, I believe, one part of 9 in this case.
No.
Maybe 8. We're gonna go back to the present to figure out who murdered a cake making man. Something like that happened. I had no idea. None of the case files I read went into such detail.
Well, I doubt there would be anything in there that would be inconvenient to the prosecution, especially with that Von Karma at the head.
How did the investigation go from there?
The desserts had disappeared from the victim's room, so the investigation had a rough patch. Thanks to that, it took about a whole year before a verdict was handed down.
1 whole year? I thought our courtroom system was fucking insane. We had to do 3-day trials.
3 days!
Oh, okay.
This
Oh,
was
there you
before
go.
There you go. This was before the whole 3-day pre-trial system was established.
That makes sense. It's fucking dystopian.
Trials, goodness. Trials didn't need to finish in the short amount of time that they do now.
I see. Did they ever find out why the victim's dessert disappeared?
Well, kinda. His dessert was like a candy ice sculpture made from sherbet. Since it was made from ice, the general consensus was that it had melted, or it was in my tummy. However, that might not quite be the case.
What do you mean?
This museum used to be Mr. Master's mansion.
The stage of the IS-7 incident. Yeah, Miles. This has been one conversation for you, buddy.
And in this very place, they're exhibiting the Sherbert Salon from 18 years ago.
The victim's dessert.
Yep. Though it could be just a replica of the original.
What do you mean? It's not the original. They didn't hide a Sherbert castle for 18 years. Are you shitting me? What?
That's why Uncle Ray had to come today to check it out. And for your old man, too. Now then, let's get a move on and check out the room. I'm pretty sure it's over in the Winter Palace.
Oh, you beat me! Oh, that's the most classical get fucked I've had in a while.
Winter Palace should be Bang. Huh? It's locked up.
Maybe we shouldn't have broken
That's
in.
That's odd. They've already opened the museum.
Mr. Shields, according to the pamphlet we received at the entrance, the Winter Palace is over here. You dumb bitch.
Really? Could have sworn it was this one. All right, let's scoot. We gotta confirm the truth of what happened 18 years ago.
Civ tends to beat people to jokes they want to make. Will beat me. Not sure what you're talking about. Oh, it's fucking Ron Delight and his wife.
Oops.
The fucking, a great soft boy gentleman thief from the third game.
Oh, my
Man.
goodness.
It's still as cold as ever. Uncle Ray's gonna freeze solid.
It seems the Winter Palace lives up to his name. It's like a freezer in here. With the light dimmed like this, it's almost as if the room itself is made of ice.
I think the control panel for the room temperature is on the back wall.
Let's destroy these.
Miles, why don't you check what the temperature is set for me? Uncle Ray's gonna give the curator a piece of his mind later. It's way too cold in here.
Very well.
But if you want to look around the room for a bit, feel free to stay or freeze to your heart's content. I'll get the camera ready. I want to take some pictures of this place and show it to your old man. At his grave.
Understood.
All right.
I'm not gonna not talk to these two.
Well, how about this? I'll yell out, "Mask to Mask is here!"
Yes, it's me! It's Mask to Mask!
Good, good. Wait, Ronnie, if you say that, you'll get arrested! Come on, if we don't plan properly, we won't be able to sell it!
What are these two talking about? Oh, how I missed the Edgeworth run!
His little bouncy cravat.
Miles, as we came all the way here, why don't you look around?
Well, since this room is so cold, I thought I'd go to a warmer room. I don't want to be here.
If you're that cold, why don't you borrow my clothes?
Fucking excuse me?
And in exchange, I'll borrow your jacket.
Eh?
No, thanks. Let's just try enduring this for a little longer. Hello, small boy.
Come on, you can do it, Edgy Poo.
As a boy with a school bag, did he come to the art gallery by himself?
She even quit her job in order to run this museum. I don't really get it.
Perhaps one of his parents knows the curator. I can't get over the Edgeworth run.
Doopy 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 doopy.
I really like his diagonal run.
Mr. Shields, I can't find the temperature control panel.
Ah, right. They keep it here. Just one moment. Huh? It's locked. Makes sense. They wouldn't want the guests change the temperature themselves.
According to the pamphlet, the Winter Palace has a temperature of, wow, 27 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now that is cold. Uncle Ray is going to freeze to death. Does he always say Uncle Ray? I don't remember him doing this all the time.
Yeah, no, he's Uncle Ray.
I know that, but like, I don't, never mind. Guess I'll need to find someone to share body heat with, preferably a beautiful lady.
Why are you like this?
Uncle Ray.
Oh, that's right. There are laws and stuff. Are you trying to freeze me to death as well with those cold eyes?
Of course not. Laser. There are two sculptures displayed here. Oh, I thought that would be it, and I'd be Miles Edgeworth, Ace Attorney Investigator.
These sculptures are replicas of the desserts that vanished 18 years ago. Impressive, huh? These sculptures made of ice.
Yes. My father never got to see these ice sculptures. And now, 18 years later, I'm standing before them. Amazing how things work.
Miles, sorry to bother you while you're deep in thought. Could you turn this way a little?
Like this?
Yes, like that.
Aww.
Mr. Shields, you're not...
Say cheese.
That's cute, though.
Yeah. Mr. Shields, please don't take pictures of me. The flash hurts my robot eyes.
It's fine.
It takes me hours to recalibrate.
Don't worry, I didn't take a
His
picture of
pupils independently changing size of each other like a camera lens.
I just wanted to make sure the camera works okay.
That camera looks quite old.
Yeah, well, that's because it's an old-fashioned camera, and I'm poor as shit. You know, an instant camera. It automatically develops the photos after shooting. Pretty cool, huh?
Yes, I know. Though I've never used one.
You're quite the know-it-all. You really, could you move a bit? I want to take some more photos of the room.
Blink,
Stand stock still.
blink. His face has taken on an unusually serious expression. He's probably thinking about the IS-7 incident.
Man, I snapped a bunch, and they're already developed, see?
He shoved them in my face before I could reply.
Well, I have one more question for you, Mr. Know-it-all.
My Life of Dragons. The best thing about this camera is that it's also a knife, stabs Edgeworth. I see! The camera was a knife, but it's also a key used to unlock a safe.
It's also a fireplace. You know what these two sculptures represent?
They're sculptures of Taurus and Gemini from the winter constellations. Yeah, that's what... I guess you're not wrong.
Ooh, bingo. Not bad, Miles. That's probably why they call this room the Winter Palace. Did you
Also-
know that we're in the Winter Palace?
Also, it's fucking cold.
Oh,
Uncle
gee.
Ray is feeling generous today, so I'll give you a copy of this photo, too. Takes a
Uh,
picture of the photo.
Thanks.
What are you, my mom with her first flip phone?
No, I'm Uncle Ray.
Are these replicas of the constellation desserts that were made 18 years ago?
Yeah, it looks like these two sculptures are also made out of sugar. Uncle Ray's only seen the real sculptures in photos. But these sculptures looked like the real deal.
This was what you wanted to show me.
Yeah, I think your old man would have wanted you to see it as well. I'm sorry, Uncle Ray didn't have the courage to come here alone.
Don't apologize. This was a good opportunity to learn about my father's case.
That means a lot to me. So, you want me to take another commemorative photo?
No thanks.
Too late. Shh.
For some reason, a giant block of ice is on display. Ezra, you
Oh.
dumb motherfucker! There's a description written on the surface.
It's ice.
Castor
It
and
says,
Pollux.
caution, cold. Caution, chilly.
Uncle Ray. Edward, I need your help. Camera pans over. He's got his tongue stuck to one of the ice cubes.
Better yet, I like to think he's got his tongue stuck to one of the little like metal things holding the velvet lines or whatever. Like, what are you doing, Ray?
Every December, large meteor showers appear in the direction of these two stars. Oh.
And so, mask to mask.
And then
And then I...
Those two are being rather noisy and distracting. It can't be helped. I should go look at another exhibit. Me.
Edgeworth, you fucking...
I like when Edgeworth is standing still at an angle. He looks pretty imposing, actually, but then he runs like.
A giant block of ice is being displayed here. It appears to be quite
Wonder
heavy.
why.
No, the inside must be hollow. On the surface, there's an image of the stars and a written description. I actually don't know how to say that. Pleiades?
Ladies, I think is it, yeah.
Pleiades.
Yeah.
Also known as the Seven Sisters, a star cluster that comprises part of Taurus. But for all these stars to be grouped together as a cluster, the ways of the ancient people must have been very imprecise. What dumb idiots from the past.
Without the calculators and computers.
Without the
Alrighty.
computers in their brain, how did they even look into the sky?
Alrighty. Now that I've got some,
Fire eyeballs.
now that I've got some pictures of this room, let's check out the others. Might as well see them all, since we're here already.
I suppose you're right. Scream! That yell just now.
I woke up my
It
cat.
came from the fountain patio. Let's go, Miles.
No! Come on!
Oh, no!
Man,
We'll never be free.
there's someone passed out on the floor, and that man there is... Larry! What are you doing here with a box of Mike and Ike's? No, I'm getting ahead of myself. What exactly happened here? See if you want to be... I mean, I know you don't, but like...
Alright, what's the Larry Butts voice? That
Kind of like imagine being shitty voice.
I gotcha. Edgy! I saw something that no one should ever have to see again! My own
Larry,
face in
calm
the mirror.
down. Why is there someone passed out here?
I didn't do anything. It just fell down all of a sudden.
This man, he can't be.
No, I don't want him to be dead. Oh man, I'm just gonna take French Girl back because I liked voicing her if I can.
Amy, hold on.
What?
What?
Oh, Amy messaged me something.
Okay.
She's playing Fire Emblem in the background, and she said, "You know you screamed just as a giant dragon came down and almost killed Ephraim."
Excuse me, but what is the matter here?
And I think this, I don't know who's talking, if it's the little one or the big one.
You can't raise such a ruckus in the museum, boys.
The scent is...
Seems like he's still breathing, but it's a bad situation. Miles, it's not safe here. Get everyone out of here.
Everyone
I'll
get
finish
away
him
from
off.
that room right now. There's poison gas coming out from it. Sorry, Edward, they had a big lunch.
I have no excuse.
A fountain.
I like how Larry walks, actually. Mr. Shields, how is the victim?
Who? Oh, looks like he breathed in a little too much of that poison gas. He's still unconscious. According to the doctor in the ambulance, there were no external injuries or any other wounds. Thanks to our fortunate timing, we were able to save him before he was too far gone. But he's not out of the woods yet. He's currently being treated by a specialist in the infirmary.
I see. Mr. Shields, is he an acquaintance of yours?
Yeah, you could say that. He's Dane Gustavia. He was involved with the IS-7 incident.
I am disappointed this character is not going to be around. The pastry chef. So he wasn't, so he was involved in the case 18 years ago. I hope the twist isn't that there's like fucking poison gas inside the hollow blocks of ice and when they melt it kills people.
Oh, that'd be kind of neat. At least the other guy is doing all right. Is he a friend of yours, Miles?
Yes, you could say that. It is fortunate you were not hurt, Larry.
But you can say that's supposed to mean edgy. How could you treat a childhood friend like that? That's just cruel. And also, when I'm dressed like this, I'm called Larice
Donim. It's
Donim.
it's a pun on another character's name, which is basically pseudonym.
Ah. So don't call me Larry. It's Larice.
This man is Larry Butts. He's nothing but trouble, but he's been one of my friends since grade school. Some time ago, he awakened to the calling of art and assumed the alias Loris Donim. But a Butts by any other name would smell just as much. Alright.
Really? You two are childhood friends? I better report that to your old man, too. I'm sure it'll bring him joy. He was always worried about you not being able to make friends.
Good for you, Edgy. Aren't you glad to have a bosom buddy like me?
My father was worried about something like that. What a fool. But anyway, what are you doing in a place like this, Larry? Why would an artist be in a museum? Nonsense.
How many times do I have to tell you, Edgy? I'm Lois.
What are you doing in a place like this?
Yeah, okay, don't glare at me when you talk.
So are you going to tell me?
Isn't it obvious? I've come here to study art. I'm gonna take Mandy on a date here, so I was just doing some scouting beforehand.
Aren't you just using art as an excuse to go on a date? I don't know.
Not bad, Louise. Maybe you can introduce some pretty girls to me next time.
Oh, now you're talking my language, dude.
Why don't we take off our clothes?
No, man, that's not what I said. Even I'm not like that.
My nipples are still hard from the room, see?
Everyone duck!
Wait a minute, the poison gas is coming out of his nipples.
Hey guys, I'm gonna leave.
I think I'm getting a headache.
By the way, Louise, you suck. Did you notice anything strange when you found the victim?
Nah, not really.
Nothing that would make you say, I saw something that no one should ever have to see.
Oh yeah, that.
Jesus.
I was
A
just
guy walked up
surprised
and
when I
stabbed
saw
him
that
with a
old
giant
default.
sword.
Sorry, you'll have to challenge me to logic puzzles so I can
Oh my
tell you
god,
something
no, we
obvious.
totally will. Don't
I
make
didn't do
jokes.
anything this time, for once.
Is that anything to brag about?
Yeah.
Visitors, we wish to deeply apologize for the disturbance. I am the curator of this museum. My name is Catherine Hall.
She is also one of the people involved in the IS-7 incident, and I think probably the murderer.
Hello there, Ms. Kate.
Oh, she got
Oh,
sexier.
she's different now.
Monsieur Shields, thank you for your continued assistance.
She was the woman we saw at the reception, so she's the curator here.
We apologize for the inconvenience, especially since it's opening day.
No.
Fucking Rosen Maiden character.
You don't have to apologize for a thing, Ms. Kate. I almost forgot. Let me introduce you to someone.
Challenging
What's
me to a logic puzzle so you can spend
Raise
30
your
minutes
hand.
so you can spend 30 minutes finding out I know nothing of importance to the case. That's
This
not
is Miles Edgeworth. He's Gregory Edgeworth's son.
Oh, Monsieur Edgeworth. Come. Time for a little dance for you. Oh, how wonderful! I meet the sun after 18 years. It is an honor to meet you.
This would be so much easier if it rhymed.
Defense Attorney Miles Edgeworth.
Wow, why? You still got that golden voice, Ms. Kate.
Actually, that sucked.
So you are a prosecutor, and my most sincere apologies, Mr. Edgeworth.
This woman is very polite, suspicious, but slightly odd.
Katie, can I get your autograph right here, pretty please? On my little baby monkey sketchbook.
Yes, if you so desire.
Why do you want her autograph? She is but a commoner.
Oh, my screen share keeps like freezing for half a second, my bad.
Hey, don't tell me. You don't know who she is?
My. You really don't keep up with the entertainment news, do you, Miles?
What? What is
I have
this?
siphoned all of the battery power from my television instead.
Here, let me check up on the latest news. Opens his chest plate and cranes down to look at the small TV.
Fucking Teletubby.
What is this unbearable atmosphere? Everyone collapses from poison gas.
She's a superstar actress who's been in tons of musicals and movies. Not successful by any means.
Currently, I am the curator of this museum, as one does between the movies. I have already retired from the stage. I finished filming my role for my last movie a few days ago. My co-stars also said they would come here once I opened the doors. And here you are, Monsieur Artiste. I return this to you.
No, oh, so fun. Yeah!
Well, what the fuck? It looks like me and Louise share the same interests. Titties.
So I gather. Larry, you said you're here to study art. Why don't you practice drawing as well? Since you're here at Miss Hall's art museum.
Oh, it would be an honor to have Monsieur Artiste sketch our exhibits.
Oh, I guess even you have some good ideas every now and then, Edgy.
I'm not Nick. You can't talk to me that way.
Ooh, I do have a bit of sketching for Katie here.
What an amusing person.
Forgive the disturbance. Incidentally, who was the woman that was with you earlier?
All right, I'm both of them. That was Madame Delicia Scones. She is currently assisting in the treatment of Monsieur Gustavia in the infirmary. Even though I said infirmary, since this is an art museum now, it is only provisional. As I am the only staff member working here,
What kind of fucking farce museum are you running?
I cannot take a leave of my duties for too long.
Delicious Scones. I believe we've heard that name before, Mr. Shields.
Yep. Looks like the whole gang from the IS-7 incident is here.
That's literally unbelievable.
Well,
Yeah.
I doubt that's a coincidence.
Monsieur Shields, Monsieur Edgeworth, Would you care for some hot tea?
I'm already looking at a hottie. No, anyways, that takes me back.
You know, honestly, that was pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yes, if you please.
The secret ingredient is the poison gas at the bottom of the cup, like a methane lake.
This is delicious.
It tastes exactly like you said it would.
Now I must take my leave. I must explain the situation to the other visitors.
All right, thanks for everything. So I looked at the sprites wrong. I thought the little plates they were holding were connected to the cups. They had goblets. I'm like, who the fuck hands out tea in goblets?
One classy lady.
This smells like Ceylon tea. I should drink it before it cools.
Cyanide.
Oh, this Ceylon tea is of very high quality. My sensors indicate this, and this aroma of citrus.
Does wonders for your concentration, right? Your old man said the exact same thing 18 years ago. But the
That's
sausages back
kind of
then,
fucking weird.
but the sausages back then were chilled. They were warm.
Anyway, how embarrassing. Don't you think this current situation is rather unusual?
You mean how everyone involved in the case 18 years ago has gathered this museum?
Yes. I would like to be in charge of this case, if at all possible.
Oh, great!
Yay!
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay?
Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Shields! I came here as fast as I could when I heard that you were done by the What?
Done in by the poison gas.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Oh, my sweet honey cat. Oh, she's a little Ray. How about a hug after being potted for so long? Fair.
Jeez. So you're perfectly fine? I can't believe you made us worry so much.
What? Did they call them like, hey, Kay and Gumshoe, is that you? Hi, Uncle Ray, what's going on? I'm dying of poison gas. Come over right away. Detective
Yeah,
Gumshoe, what is the meaning of bringing Kay here?
I can't
sorry.
drive.
I'm sorry, sir, but she had a sidecar and a tricycle.
That is exactly how they travel.
I knew the gas was
They
dangerous,
got a little clown car with the honk honk.
so I tried to stop her. But no matter how much I ran and ran and ran and ran, I couldn't gain any ground. I was on a treadmill.
Oh, when it comes to running away, no one is faster than the Yaragarasu.
But you weren't running away from... Oh, okay. Weird sentence. But you weren't running away from here.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm all set, sir. I'll start investigating the crime scene.
I just got back from Operation Raccoon City.
Since there might still be traces of gas in the room, I'll have to ask everyone to wait here.
Very well. I'm counting on you.
Good luck in there, Flatfoot. It's locked.
Wow, Honey's so cool. He's just like a detective.
But that's what he is.
What?
I love this. The chat just from Just Time 22. I'm sorry, sir. She latched onto me like a starfish trying to eat something. I couldn't get rid of her.
Yeah.
Yes, Edgeworth here.
Mr. Edgeworth, it looks like the poison gas is dissipated, sir.
Mr. Edgeworth, I'm lost.
God, you're stupid.
I can't get over his rock monster jawline. Detective, calmly explain the state of the Autumn Palace. This was the winter.
Looks more like winter in here. Yes, sir. I'll start with the exhibits. On the left, there's a statue with two people.
Oh, that sure is a cracked thing on the top left ice thing, so I think my prediction was right.
And on the right, there's a statue of an animal with two horns. I think it's a chicken?
Statue of two people and a statue of an animal with horns. Isn't that the exact same thing I saw in the Winter Palace just a while ago?
Also, the room is wet with water thanks to the sprinkler system.
Why would the sprinkler system go off?
That also prevented the gas from harming anyone else.
The sprinkler system? Was there a fire in the room?
There are no signs of a fire, and the fire alarm hasn't gone off either, sir. Sprinklers in this museum are the kind that detects both smoke and fire.
I think someone made a big pee-pee.
Uh-oh, it's me.
Oh god, I spilled my Pepto!
If it detects smoke, it'll send an alert to the security room. It's over there. I think the poison gas might have set off the alarm in the security room, sir.
I like to imagine, you know how Gumshoe is like holding items in 3D space and rotating
Yeah.
them? I like to imagine he walked back outside and with one hand is still on the phone and with the other is holding this map in Edgeworth's face right in front of him, pointing to different rooms. Was there anyone in the security room at the time?
The only one working here is the curator, Ms. Catherine Hall, sir. She's been in the reception booth opposite the security room ever since the museum opened.
Did Miss Hall turn on the sprinklers?
The sprinkler system can only be operated manually from the security room, sir. If it had been automatic, it would have sprayed water all over the exhibits. Since the system is manual, the situation can be examined and the exhibits can be moved if needed.
I looked into a bunch of like fire and sprinkler system stuff for Epithet Erase because there's a fire alarm in a museum that gets pulled, and a lot of them have like really neat defense mechanisms against fire because like you can't harm a lot of exhibits. And there's a bunch of, my favorite is in a lot of rare book and paper work museums, they will just shut, if there's a fire, they will shut all the doors and suck all of the oxygen out of the room to preserve the shit whether people are inside or not.
Oh.
Because it's literally more valuable.
We ain't having Alexandria 2.0.
Little girl choking to death. I guess my name Alexandria came to pass after all. Blech. I guess there would be more priority over the exhibits than the building. Only at a museum.
But it's way too cold in this room, sir. Isn't this supposed to be the Autumn Palace? Feels more like the dead of winter in here.
The Autumn Palace is cold? Ugh.
Oh my god.
I checked the thermostat earlier and it was set to 27 Fahrenheit. I couldn't believe it.
Why would the Autumn Palace be set to the same temperature as the Winter Palace? What is this, Illinois?
Well, I mean, there's ice sculptures, so I don't fucking know. That's about all I know for now, sir. If I figure out anything else, I won't.
I see. I'm counting on you, Detective.
That's a mistake.
Gumshoe's such a 50-50 shot. Sometimes he
Yeah.
carries the team, and other times he's an anchor. I like Gumshoe a lot, though.
What did Gummy say?
Oh.
I wasn't listening. He said it feels more like winter in the Autumn Palace.
Huh? I don't get it.
I haven't been able to enter the room personally, and I'm not sure why I don't just walk 10 feet and do it right now, but it should be possible to look inside after the police, meaning Gumshoe, who is our ally, have finished investigating.
I'd like to know what it's like in there myself.
Isn't there anyone else who knows about the incident?
Ah, there is someone. Miles' friend, right?
Friend?
Why are you surprised, Kay? Though he's such a
No,
nuisance.
she right.
Though he's such a nuisance, we have no choice but to listen to what he has to say for now. Here we go, a walking. I've been over here!
Wait, you mean...
Oh yeah, they've met, haven't they?
Oh, you're here too, Kay. I don't remember what you sound like already. Fuck me, I guess.
That's
Yeah,
it.
long time no see. It's Larry, isn't it?
Okay, right now my name is Laurice. I'm an artiste, that's why.
Ah, so that's your pen name, Laurice the artiste, formerly known as Larry.
Wow, you really are a good girl, Kay. Nothing like edgy here.
I'm not engaging. Larry, I have many things I need to ask you.
What's this? Don't tell me you suspect me again! You're gonna say because I was first on the scene, I must be the culprit, aren't you?
I never said anything like that. I only
Aren't
want you
thinking
to.
it?
I only want you to tell me what you saw. Well, you're gonna have to run circles around me and buy me a donut first. How about I? You said you saw something that no one ever should have to see. Such weird phrasing. Saw something that no one should ever have to see, did you not?
What? Now I'm saying I didn't see nothing, I didn't do nothing. Probably.
Cool.
Wow, this looks like it's gonna be real fucking annoying.
Yes.
Let me just get my gun.
There are somewhat troubling circumstances surrounding this man. The saying, when something smells, it's usually the butt, still holds true 26 years on. One could say his tendency to attract trouble is legendary. Seems he's done something troublesome without even realizing it himself. I'll just have to try and extract the truth from him. Great. Is it logic chess? Ho-ho! Alright, gamers. Let's see if back to the chess dimension. Let's see if logic chess currently, I think we're 0 for 4 on logic chess being fun or interesting or needing to happen. So let's, here comes shot 5. Let's see if we can bat 200. My goal is to expose whatever Larry is hiding. However...
I didn't see nothing. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, God. Larry is an extremely restless and troublesome man. Unless he cools down, I'll just wait and see. First, I'll ask him about his goal. This isn't something I can handle. This isn't something I can't handle. I'll finish this quickly, gun cock.
Oh, yeah.
Begin logic chess! Oh, God, alright. Why'd you come here, bitch? What was your purpose for coming to the art gallery?
What? Are you saying that I don't belong in an art gallery? Hey! If you're not gonna talk, hold that pose so I can paint your portrait. And then I'll scribble all over the portrait I drew of you.
You salty little bitch.
I was just joking. I would never scribble over my paintings, of course. They're works of art, after all.
I don't think any of your works would... What? Alright. Honestly, Larry's a pretty good artist.
Don't look down on me! There are people who recognize my skills as an artiste.
Those people are blind.
Mandy's my girlfriend, but it's really my painting she fell in love with. That's why I'll sketch anything my girlfriend likes.
Then
that's
why
bad
are you
life.
here on your own today?
So what? Can a guy with a girlfriend spend some time alone? Mandy said she's a Gemini. Two-faced bitch. I thought she'd be happy if I showed her a sketch of it on her next date.
What are you saying about Geminis? Do you really have that much confidence in the sketch?
Well, I'm not so confident about this one. But I thought she'd be happy if I did a sketch of her as her sign.
I see. That's just like you. To impress Mandy, you came here to see the Gemini sculpture, didn't you? I'd say this like this is like a shitty thing for him to do.
What? How'd you find out?
Because you just unknowingly told me everything.
Well, I'm not saying another word from now on.
Fine, good. He's finally decided to remain silent. In that case, I should be more relentless with my questioning. I'll try to find out what he was doing here at the art gallery.
Don't we know?
No, apparently. I'll expose his true motives. This shouldn't take long.
I came here for a popsicle, man.
What? You gonna eat the exhibit?
Shh.
You.
Tell nobody.
Just what did you do in this art gallery?
What's wrong with that glare? Man, I don't really remember anything. I have a pamphlet. I just loitered around, found patio, you know.
Don't they give you a pamphlet at the reception booth after you pay the admission fee?
Huh? Oh, is that right? Oh, so the admission wasn't free, huh? Huh.
Larry. Don't tell me you sneaked in here without paying.
I'm sorry! I didn't mean to do anything bad. It's just there was no one at the reception booth. That's why I thought you could come in here for free.
Miss Hall wasn't at the reception booth.
Yeah, it didn't look like there was anyone doing it, and nothing.
Come to think of it, Gumshoe did say something about that. Miss Hall was busy activating the sprinklers from the security room. Because of the incident, she had to leave the reception booth.
Poor Katie. She went all that trouble just to open up the place. And now the art gallery, star attraction, the Winter Palace, is completely ruined.
You're certainly well informed about the Winter Palace for someone without a pamphlet. The Winter Palace is where your goal, the Gemini sculpture, is located.
The Jiminy.
The Jiminy Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas.
I just remembered that it hasn't come up yet, but anytime the word like blood comes up, we just called it a bloody and
Bloody and fingies.
fingies for fingerprints. You had your sights set on the Winter Palace from the beginning, didn't you?
What? How'd you find me out again?
Thanks for subscribing, Kitar.
That's right. My goal was to see the Gemini sculpture. From the very beginning, the Winter Palace was the very reason why I came here.
He confessed quite easily. You can never tell anything with this man. Next, I'll ask for further... I love that he talks out loud for these. Next, I'll ask for further information regarding the Winter Palace. He may still have some fight left in him. I'll watch his reactions and extract the information I need. I'm sure this is going to be terrible. This has been less pain... Oh, God. Alright. I have no more use for you!
Dispose of Larry!
Muzu. Larry, did you also enter the Winter Palace?
What's with that look of distrust? Sure, I tried going in, but
Civ, I don't mean this... I don't mean this as an insult, but I think you're doing great, Larry.
Thanks.
You tried to go in, but you weren't actually able to, right?
Yeah, that's about right. I wanted to go in, but that old geezer, he collapsed. I was a little freaked out. You know, like, oh God, just freaking out. Didn't cry or nothing though.
So you couldn't get in because of the victim of the poison gas of the collapse?
Correct. Yeah, he fell right out, just right at the door.
I'm sure the victim emerged from the Autumn Palace.
If it weren't for that poison gas incident, I'd be in there sketching the Gemini sculpture right now.
Larry must have mistaken the Autumn Palace for the Winter... Oh, I'm sorry. I love the Autumn Palace, but the Winter Palace. The Winter Palace. They're homophones, you see. That aside, it seems his goal was to sketch the sculpture. This should be a useful clue. I have no more use for you. Larry, did you see anything in the Winter Palace?
You're still hung up on that. Didn't I say I didn't see anything? I started to think it wasn't such a good idea to come to the art gallery. I needed to leave soon to meet with my girlfriend.
Perhaps I should try using that clue. See, again, this is why I don't like logic chess. It's literally just like 2 hallways. Did you go down the right one first? No. Go down the other and come back. It's like...
You look so done in that portrait.
Yeah. It's like visual novel backtracking.
Yeah.
You came here to sketch the sculpture for your girlfriend, did you not? I didn't think you would give up that easily. Even after the victim collapsed, you could still see inside the room from the outside, right?
Well, I got a tiny glimpse, but like, there's no evidence that I saw something scary in there, right? So...
Bang.
My. I'm
Click,
disappointed it turned out to be this simple. Bang! I have no more use for you. Larry, you saw something scary at the crime, didn't you?
Edgy, you can read my mind? In that case, there's no point in keeping any more secrets from you.
Yeah.
Well,
Maybe you should have just done that from the beginning.
I'm glad logic chess is in this game. That was a complete waste of time. Hang on. I feel bad. The only screen caps I save are the ones that are just like the fucking summary of the game.
I mean, that was a waste of time. He could have just said what he saw.
That's how it be sometimes on this bitch of an attorney.
You know what? Ace Attorney feels like
Logic chess complete!
Ace Attorney feels like when someone duct tapes your present and when you finally open it, it's a receipt.
Who the fuck does that?
Mean people do.
That's awful. I have my
That's Ace
eyes
Attorney.
fixed on the Gemini sculpture.
Objection! Shut up. You've mentioned the Gemini sculpture many times now. but
Miles, come on, man.
I don't believe this. No, I spent 20 minutes getting you to talk so you wouldn't be able to talk. I don't believe the sculpture you saw was the Gemini one.
What? Was it a mirage then?
Larry mistakenly thought he saw the Winter Palace. This piece of evidence shows what Larry really saw. The pamphlet? Yeah, I guess it is. Take that! Take a
You
look at
forgot
this
to get
pamphlet.
this.
Here you go, Larry.
Oh, thanks.
I can't read.
In the Autumn Palace, the Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Aquarius sculptures are displayed. Incidentally, I can confirm that the Gemini sculpture is located in the Winter Palace. Therefore, the sculpture you saw could not have been the Gemini one.
I knew it.
I expected him to be a bit more shocked at the news.
I thought it was kind of strange. I know I saw a single goddess, and that transformation was no mirage.
Transformation, you say?
Oh, you're curious too, Edgy? Well, nothing for it. I guess I have to show you.
Logic chess again!
Ah!
Show me what, exactly?
I drew a picture of the very scene I saw back then.
Sorry, you drew a what?
I do not question the artiste, but I really can't
Sorry.
believe what I drew.
Sorry about that, Claire.
Picture? What picture?
This one right here.
That's pretty nice, Larry.
No, he's like a really good artist.
That's excellent. Yeah.
What? What is this disturbing picture? Is that sculpture weeping tears of blood?
Yeah, I'm dealing with some stuff right now.
Maurice, this picture is scary.
Hey, it scared me too.
This picture, wow, this is turning out really good.
Cuts to the picture, no blood. Cuts back to Larry smiling. Cuts back to the picture, blood.
This Gemini sculpture suddenly transformed into a goddess right before my eyes.
Wait, why is Larry good? He's good in every game, like he's a good artist in every game, Spencer. I don't know why Ace Attorney does this, but they always need someone who like just happened to capture the moment of the crime. So they have like one or two really annoying photographers who you have to like get information out of who are recurring. And Larry is like the hard mode one, where it's the I sketched something and you have to interpret what he saw.
Ah, I couldn't help but scream.
So the victim collapsing wasn't what surprised him. What do you mean when you say transform?
I don't really understand it myself, man. The lower half of its body just turned into a fish. It's paused. I can't read it. Oh, that's
Oh,
fine.
there we go. The fish goddess. That would be the Pisces statue, wouldn't it?
Huh, the lower half is a fish. Wouldn't stop old Ray.
In mythology, Pisces represents the fish that a goddess and her son transform into.
Really? So Pisces isn't just a couple of ordinary fish?
I'm gonna restart the screen share because it seems to be chugging a lot for you guys. I doubt that'll do anything, but...
Yeah, I mean, we can also just change what server we're in.
Okay, it's okay for now, I guess.
Alright.
Edgy, I'm not okay anymore. The screen's still doing the thing. I lied.
Alright. US... Oh, you changed it already. Okay.
Those tears of blood turned the Gemini sculpture into a fish.
Preposterous. You simply mistook the Pisces sculpture for the Gemini one.
Oh, you put the sketch on your organizer?
I'm stealing this. Even a sketch like this one can be used as scrap paper after. What the? It's a good sketch!
Dude, fuck off, man. That took me like a half hour to draw.
Edgeworth, what's your damage? Let's take off our shirts and hug.
Calmly stop.
Honestly, that's
Uncle
like
Ray.
what you just said is Ray as a character.
Uncle Ray is a bit curious about what went on in the Autumn Palace.
He's also curious about boys. Let's take off our shirts and hug.
Indeed.
I like this character development we've made for him.
I wonder if someone tampered with the Pisces sculpture.
Doopy doopy diddly doo.
His sketchbook from far away looks like a box. It looks like a box of Sour Patch Kids.
It does.
Yes, Edgeworth here.
Mr. Edgeworth, we finished searching the room. The poison gas isn't a threat anymore, so you can enter the crime scene. I ate it.
We finished searching the room. I didn't see any poison gas. Gumshoe, gas is intangible. Oh no, falls over dead. Right, good work, detective. It seems we can enter the Autumn Palace now.
Nice timing, Mr. Detective.
Let's go right now. I want to see the Pisces sculpture.
If Kay's going, then I am going too.
No, I was planning on bringing him. Oh, okay. I was planning on bringing him along anyway. Right then, let's proceed to the Autumn Palace. Scooby-Dooby, Scooby-Dooby-Doo. So, this is the Autumn Palace. It certainly does resemble the Winter Palace.
I've been waiting, sir. Huh? Aren't you that hairy butts guy?
Wrong! I am Louise Donim.
Never mind that,
That's not it.
detective. You report, if you please.
Roger that, sir. We discovered a used gas burner during our investigation. The nozzle was still warm when we found it, so it may be related to the incident.
Was it used to heat something? I wonder.
Probably the sprinklers.
Probably the ice that is very clearly cracked. Was that
I mean, that
ladder
too.
always there on the ground? That's a step ladder.
It was probably used by the person who set off the gas. The poison gas was released when someone lifted the lid off the glass case, sir.
So Jello was right. The Pisces sculpture.
Huh? Seems like you know about it, sir.
Well then, do you know what the sculpture next to it is? Since we're in the Autumn Palace, it's really hard for me to remember. It would probably be the Capricorn sculpture.
As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, I thought it was Taurus myself. I was thrown off as it was covered by this weird cloth.
Oh.
The fluorescent cloth. I wonder what it's doing here.
Evidence from the IS-7 incident.
No matter what it is or how it got here,
Wiggles in a weird way.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
the sculptures in this room are all covered with this fluorescent cloth.
And because they're hidden, it makes me want to see them even more.
Let's take a look. I'll just get this cloth off.
Poison gas.
Wow! They're beautiful.
So I actually, before you could see that thing's top, I thought these were big ice like, have you ever seen those glass things you can buy as decorations where the inside is etched to make a 3D figure?
Yeah.
I thought that's what they were, but with ice.
Oh, that would be cool.
You don't think the transformation Larry saw was in fact the moment the cloth wrapped around the lower half of Pisces fell? I'm very
See,
dumb.
Edgy? It wasn't a mirage or a mistake after all.
Hey, Miles. There sure is something strange about this room. It looks exactly the same as the Winter Palace, where we were a moment ago.
Yes, I agree. Perhaps the sculptures were hidden to make it look like the Winter Palace. If you wrap cloth around the lower half of the Pisces sculpture, it looks like Gemini.
Capricorn is a half-finished too. At the lower half, and it resembles Taurus. The remaining two, which couldn't be altered with trickery, were covered up.
The Autumn Palace was made to look like the Winter Palace. So it seems, Mr. Shields. It looks like we'll need to conduct an investigation of the Autumn Palace, too. Who? Yeah! Mr. DeBest and Judge Courtney.
Hey! You guys again? I don't remember his voice.
That's good enough.
This is a problem. You see, this is my crime scene.
Mr. Edgeworth, it seems my power is insufficient. If you're here, then it would appear that you still haven't understood my warnings. Furthermore, you know full well your reckless actions will cause you trouble for that detective. Clat! In the name of the goddess of law, I must pass judgment.
You've got it all wrong, pal. I was the one who asked Mr. Edgeworth to investigate.
Really? Well then, Flatfoot, I'll have to do that.
That?
Yeah, that. Right, cut your salary. Looking forward to your next payday. I've always wanted to say that.
I don't make any money.
You sure don't. You owe me
Literally.
$10, nerd.
You're the wise person.
Hold it to best. I am only cooperating with the police as a witness to this incident. Detective Gumshoe is not to blame.
So that's how it is. Well then, should I be raising his salary?
No, that's not what I meant.
But it would be really nice to get my salary raised.
Yeah, come on, Edgeworth.
No.
That would be really nice of you to do that for
He
Gummy.
doesn't need to
Your
eat, he's a
mercy is
golem.
deeply-
I've been renting out the sidecar and Kay's tricycle.
Yeah, it's really heavy.
Your mercy is deeply moving, Sebastian. But past your problems must lead to
Courtney
future
said
judgment.
trans rights.
Die.
Shine, Prosecutor Edgeworth and all in his company depart at once from this holy site.
Thanks for the sub, Bridge Keeper.
But that's what we just got here.
The one given the god. Guys, I'm fucking up a lot tonight. Blessing for this incident, Sebastian.
Oh, honey.
I like to, as much as I normally like to jump on the pronounce it wrong jokes, I feel like only she pronounces it that way, and he's just like, that's not right, but I'm not gonna,
Sebastian.
Sebastian!
In other words, Mr. DeBest is the prosecutor in charge of this case.
That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening performance is over. Besides, I've already got my eyes on the culprit.
Get away from me. Stop
Get
doing
your
that.
fingies away from me.
What? Who, pal?
Well, naturally, that artist.
Oh, me? Hey, what's going on, Edgy?
Don't ask me. I can't understand his reasoning.
If you can't understand how the best prosecutor thinks, it simply shows how inculpable you are.
It seems he doesn't know what inculpable even means.
That's right, Sebastian. I think I got hit on a brick since the last time I appeared.
Hit on a brick!
I like to think that every time she does the whole, like, extend the gavel, she, like, went to swing it down but just hit herself in the back of the head. And now she's just stupid as hell.
I'm so fucked up right now.
Yes, he's incapable.
Yeah, sure, that'd be great.
She just nonchalantly corrected him.
Don't underestimate my intelligence gathering skills. I just came from the infirmary and asked the doctor there about the cause of the poison gas.
And what was the cause?
I don't know.
Some normal substance. What was it again? Hold on a second. I'll call the doctor to make sure.
This guy's great. Since Sebastian is on the phone, I'll answer for him.
I don't think that's ever gonna not make me laugh.
In that case, why don't you tell us before he called?
The poison gas was caused by mixing of two different types of chemicals.
Ammonia and bleach.
Their names are Normalium and Fatalium. I'm going to shoot myself. This mallet's actually a gun. Thank you.
Pokemon Gen 9 fucking sucks.
Ah! So, what are those chemicals exactly? Except for fake, you know?
Normalium is a red liquid that's commonly used in everyday products.
Oh, it is Normalium. It is commonly used in everyday products. Do not question.
Do not question. It can be found in paint and detergent, among other things, but it is not toxic by itself.
So you're saying that it's a substance readily available to anyone?
Yes, but Fatalium, on the other hand, is not so easy to obtain.
Its name sure sounds dangerous. What's it used for?
It is the active ingredient of a white pesticide known as megatoxin. That's my Mega Man character name.
That's my metal
Fatalium
bit.
itself also has a deep white color. Yes, deep white, otherwise known as gray. But it's not readily sold in stores. It's nearly impossible to obtain domestically. Right now, we are looking into how this chemical was obtained.
Man, are you telling me that Fatalium has extraterrestrial rights?
Oh shit, it's Pepto-Bismol!
Okay, I finally found out the names of those chemicals.
Judge
It's
Courtney
the
has...
G-virus.
Shut up. Judge Courtney
it.
has already told us. We don't need to hear it again.
Fine then. I'll cut to the chase. You know that normalium forms from the poison gases also used in paint, right? Today, turns out this building is painted.
What?
Today, out of everyone who visited the art gallery, the only one carrying paint was that
Was me.
artist.
Oh,
Shit, I guess I'm
Oh, you
guilty.
see me as the culprit just because of that?
I object to the red paint on the palette you're carrying.
Hey, Edgy, don't you think this prosecutor is kind of an idiot?
Damn. Indeed. Although I've only known him for a short time, his logic is always absurd.
Hey, don't ignore me.
It's all right, Sebastian. They're only doing it because they're fucking nice. I keep thinking of him as a big, stupid fish now. Like the first star to appear at night, show us reasoning that shines the best.
The first star not bad! Hey, you guys better listen up too. Oh boy, I love this idiot.
His hair looks like a cottony.
Oh, it does. That artist was the first to discover the victim, so naturally he's the best subject. The poison gas was caused by normalium, a chemical found in paint, right? And he was carrying paint near the victim. He would have been had the best chance. The paint, along with being the first witness, that pretty much proves he's the culprit. So, what do you think, Justine?
We cannot ignore the possibility. Well then, Mr. Artist, please tell us the truth. Did you leave red paint at the crime scene? Or else, did you cause the poison gas to go off? The only thing I leave behind is my bond of love with you. Please watch what you say. My gavel is already prepared to declare you guilty.
Objection! Larry, stop talking. Please pay no heed to this man's statements.
Objection! Hey, you guys. Ignoring my reasoning just because it's flawless won't do you any good. Mr. Edgeworth, if you've already admitted defeat, you should take your leave.
Even though I don't really have time to deal with your ridiculous reasoning. What, did I misread that, or did he just not finish a sentence?
I wasn't looking.
All right, fair enough. What do I have? Does he have? Does he? I don't think he has. I mean, he didn't have Fatalium on him.
I really hope the next case is this kid like being the victim.
No!
Is what?
No, I don't want him to die. This kid's a hoot.
No, this guy's. I feel like Courtney is gonna be a villain, and this guy's gonna have like a. Even though she's babied me the whole game, I'm gonna help prove her guilty, because that's the justice.
Plus, she said my name wrong for like ever.
I mean, it's caused by two things. Okay.
I am so blessed by this cat. Oh. I went to pet his belly and he just curled around me like he was hugging a tree.
Aw.
Mr. DeBest, your logic is more akin to a shooting star than a shining star. Die.
It shines the best like a shooting star, right?
It may shine brightly for a brief moment, but then it burns itself out. The poison gas originated from inside the glass case of the Pisces sculpture.
Exactly. So that's where the artist set off the gas, right? He used the normalium in his red paint.
As your senior, let me give you one piece of advice. Listen to the explanations of others. The poison gas was caused by mixing both normalium and fatalium together. The normalium contained in the red paint is not enough by itself.
Really? But I thought I heard that normalium caused the fatality.
Don't tell me you just misheard the forensics report.
Darn it!
By the time Larry discovered the victim, so there. It's time for you to realize how incapable you really are.
Hey, what do you mean by incapable? I don't know what that word means.
You tried to use that word earlier, and you still don't know what it means?
He means to say you are lacking in ability.
Incidentally, inculpable has a completely different meaning.
I get it. You're making fun of me again, aren't you?
Ooh, he's learning. I am merely saying you were incapable in
Adapting.
your investigation.
Overruled. Before you insult Sebastine, I may have some doubts about your own statement. I only laugh because you laugh now.
I'm sorry. What kind of doubts?
For all we know, Mr. Artiste could have simply entered the Autumn Palace at an earlier time.
That's... This
Moreover,
very flimsy reasoning.
I don't know. I'm just buying time. Do you have evidence that the red paint is unrelated to the case?
You're the prosecution, so the burden of proof is on you. The most important thing now is not the red paint. The red normalium and the white fatalium. Exactly how are these two substances mixed? I believe that is our main concern.
Naturally, sorry. It was Sebastian's job to investigate that.
Thanks for the bits, Bridgekeeper.
Sebastian.
Sorry, who? Were it not for your interference, we would have found that out by now.
I never intended to interfere. On the contrary, I'd like to cooperate.
Don't tell me you're going to say you know the cause of the poison gas.
I don't. How the poison gas started.
I'm so smart. Tap, tap.
I have something that may shed some light on the matter.
Sorry, I was getting pinged. Sebastine, do not fall for his bluff.
Come now. It's fine, really. Let's hear what he's come up with.
If you say so, Sebastine.
Come on, show us. How did the poison gas start?
I'm a prosecutor.
Whoa! Wiggles it in her eye.
I don't think it's this, but I want to look at what this says. Okay, yeah. I guess this one, probably.
Yeah.
Oh? How did the pink... Fuck. How did the poison gas start? I feel...
the two.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah, you know what? We should just present that, because if we present anything else, we're gonna be leaping steps.
Can you see this piece of evidence? It's... Okay, no, that wasn't it.
Oh, okay.
You're right, though. Like, I never can tell when this game wants me to, like, think like a fucking goldfish and be like... Or this.
Surely you're not saying that this was the cause of the poison gas.
Huh. It seems even you've noticed it.
Duh, it really stands out. That's a really nice drawing.
Those red tears that Larry saw were undoubtedly normality.
Huh? Wait a second. If those were chemicals, does that mean a ghost set off the poison gas?
I don't have time to play along with him. The red tears of normalium could not have triggered the poison gas by itself. Are you following me here? That red liquid was mixed inside the case to create the poison gas.
What? Just where do you see evidence that chemicals were mixed?
What? That can also be seen in this sketch.
Oh, the fucking hole in the bucket.
Here is the evidence. Show evidence where they were mixed. Hole in the where? Oh, the pink.
Okay, see like the circular part?
It's the pink, because that's...
Okay, alright.
A pink liquid can be seen from the case happening. This is proof that the two chemicals were mixed.
Hold on a second. I still don't get it. How does it show how normalium and fatalium were mixed?
Motherfucker, do you not know how colors work? Since we have a self-proclaimed artist here, I'll let him explain. Larry, you fancy yourself an artist, so you should... Larry, do my chores. You should know about mixing paint, right? What do you add to red to make pink?
Don't take me for a fool, Edgy. I'll have you know I graduated from middle school. To add red to white to make pink, it's common knowledge. Well, technically there's rose pink, baby pink, hot baby, double baby. That's a joke for two people.
I got it.
Sounds like the beginning to the lyrics of a song.
That's enough. Now do you understand, Mr. DeBest?
That's how it is. By mixing red normalium and white fatalium, you get a pink liquid.
Yes, exactly. Took him long enough.
I see.
It looks like Mr. DeBest finally gets it.
Overruled. Stop making fun of him. He's just a baby. Prosecutor
I'm
Edgeworth,
35.
What? Sebastian, what? I thought you were 16 and... Whoa, okay.
I'm actually 2 16s together.
You have merely presented one possibility.
2 16s in a trench coat.
Do we really know if the color was the result of two chemicals mixed together?
I don't understand. You guys, you know how the poison gas works. Why are you fucking with me?
I hate these two so much.
Furthermore, this sketch was drawn by the suspect. I cannot put much faith into it. I just painted what I saw. How could that be a lie? Mr. Artist, I did not permit you to speak. So cool. But that's part of her charm.
Of course. I intend to bring the truth to light immediately.
No talking.
Overruled.
10 more hours of nonsense.
Blah, 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 blah. Aren't you going to answer my question from before? How do you know that Mr. Artist did not enter the Autumn Palace?
I feel like if you cut her bang, it would be like a fucking piece of meat falling to the floor.
Ew! Ew! If you cannot prove this, there's no room for you to argue any further.
I'm gumshoe.
I'm here too.
I'm a brick!
Couldn't we find that out if we dug the victim, pal?
The victim, Dane Gustavia, remains unconscious and in critical condition.
That's right.
Well, I thank you for trying.
Boom! Well then, Sebastian will be investigating the crime scene now? Oh, okay. All of you, please vacate the premises. Whoomst.
Ray, maybe?
Nope, Larry.
Hold it, man!
It's time for Larry's
You're telling me
sexy
something's
thing.
wrong here. If you were to take stand in court, you'd cause a lot of trouble for the presiding judge. Is there something you would like to say, Mr. Artist? Hold your horses, Miss Cool Beauty. My name is Justine Courtney. Please don't address me by such a strange title.
What a Civ delivery.
Do not do that.
Oh, you finally told me your name. Pleased to meet you, Justine. I'm Laurice Donium, but you can call me Laurice.
Quickly, while he distracts her for 5 hours.
Please get to the point. Look at this face. Are you seeing this guy? I just remembered something I haven't had a chance to say yet. When I first got to this room, it was locked, so I couldn't go in. But then, that old dude just suddenly fell through the door like wham bam! It would appear that the palace rooms can be locked from the inside. But, just because you say it was so doesn't mean the door was locked.
Aren't you a judge? Like, not...
No, I'm a bitch!
Well...
Your statement holds no value.
Objection.
Who?
Whoa!
Wait, sorry, since when does Ray sound like that? Is that the first time we've heard that soundbite?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
Objection! Hey, lady!
Why not let Uncle Ray prove it for you? Come on, second of our clothes.
What?
After all, we can confirm the room was locked too. Right, Miles?
Yes, I remember it as well.
Dum 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 dum. Dum?
Mm-hmm.
Dum. Dum.
Dum 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 dum. Until the gas outbreak, no one could have entered this room. Okay. fine.
Overruled. Perhaps the suspect entered the room with the victim during the gas outbreak?
Why would he do that? No, because then he would be
Objection, that's
fucking
dumb as
poisoned,
hell.
you idiot. As you can see, this man did not inhale any of the gas.
What if he's a lizard person who doesn't breathe?
Lizards breathe, among other
What if he's like
objections.
you and he's some sort of rock automaton?
That's ridiculous.
I've never heard of that before.
Gumshoe eating his shoe? That's stupid.
If you examine his belongings, you'll find he wasn't carrying a gas mask either.
Actually, Eddie.
So. Well then, I have no choice but to agree.
That was easier than I expected. Anyway, I presume this clears up any suspicions surrounding Larry. It seems Mr. DeBest's logic was off once again.
What?
Is that like... Is that his actual F?
Oh,
Not exactly. I just didn't have enough information, that's all.
You had all of the same information.
Therefore, my reasoning was just before its time.
He sure has a grand way of saying things that didn't work out for him.
I was like so ready for her to say, he sure has a great way of saying he sucks.
In that case, there is one more suspect who has yet to take the stand. Mr. Artist, you're free to go. Huh? But I wanted to talk to you a little more, Justy. Die. Overruled. Your cold demeanor leaves me mesmerized all the more.
This other suspect is...
A pharmacist by the name of Delicious Scones. It would have been difficult for this artist to— What? Yeah, that's her name. She's a little tiny British lady. Yeah. It would have been difficult for the artist to obtain the fatalium from Megatoxin X. But a pharmacist may have knowledge of how to do that. The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Sebastine, it would be best if we brought her in quickly.
Best if we brought her quickly? Sounds good, leave it to me.
Hey! Runs away like Sonic.
Rolling around it. Hey,
Hit
Flatfoot,
the door frame.
keep up the investigation.
Okay, got it.
Alright, you guys were the ones who interrupted it. Don't tell me. Judge Courtney suspected her from the very beginning.
So, Mr. DeBest's logic wasn't any help at all. Wow.
I'm really glad that the investigations game love padding so much.
Judge Courtney, just what is she thinking?
Oh, that was a weird pause.
Oh, okay.
To be continued.
Sure, I guess.
How are you guys feeling?
I'm up for a little bit more. Depends on
Right.
how long the next chunk is.
Yeah, me too. That logic chess was unnecessary but merciful. So, I still have a little steam.
Oh my god, it was on April Fool's Day? Or the day after?
She said it would only be a 10-minute recess. They sure are taking an awfully long time.
Meanwhile,
Sorry.
Sebastian and Courtney. Meanwhile, they're on a seesaw outside. Whee!
Sorry to keep you waiting. Prosecutor
Beer.
DeBest presents Miss Delicia Scones.
Will, can you do a
British little lady!
Yes, see? You called, so here I am.
That's perfect. That's pretty great.
It is all delicious scones, the pharmacist who makes delicious drugs.
Oh, I wish I fucking screen cap. Hang on.
Are we doing this?
Yeah, I literally just did this.
Delicious drugs.
Holy shit!
I thought I was reading that wrong, but no, it's just.
Delicious drugs!
My house is the best house during Halloween.
Christ!
I hate it.
All right. Oh, that's really fucking.
When
Cool.
we go... I am the danger, you see? Oh, great.
All right, that's a good image to be like, hey, we're still doing this on Twitter. So.
who makes delicious drugs.
Oh boy. What?
You don't want to miss any of this fantastic
This
dialogue.
fucking farce.
This fucking
If you had told me that this icon was gonna tell me that, I would not have believed you.
Or you can call me Ms. Delicious.
That's my street name. And you can call me Mr. the Bestest.
That's pretty
Oh,
cute.
nice to meet you, bestie.
They've gone straight to nicknames.
Huh? That boy reminds me of someone.
This is Miles Edgeworth. He's Gregory's son.
Oh, right, I met that guy one time 18 years ago.
Yes,
I
nice
didn't
to
mean that old sod who tried to have me thrown in the can!
Nice to meet you, Miley.
Could you please not call me Miley?
Why, it's the best of both worlds, it is.
Meeting Greggy's boy. Oh, guess it's a sign I'm getting old.
How old is this woman?
Can't tell thanks to all me drugs.
Sebastian, isn't there something you'd like to ask Miss Pharmacist?
How do your drugs taste? Oh, right, yeah. Miss Delicious, could you tell us the reason why you came to the gallery?
Yesy, I came to see the curator, Kate. I've been friends with her for 18 years, so I visit her quite often.
Is it true, Miss Pharmacist, that you also assisted in the treatment of Mr. Gustavia?
Oh, I guess you could say that, although I only made an antidote for the doctor.
That is exactly 100% of the treatment.
Wow! You made the antidote on the spot?
Yesy, as long as I have the right ingredients, I can make any drug easily. The infirmary here is well equipped, you see.
Really.
Instead of sending him to the hospital in critical
A girl
condition,
over here sampling her wares, huh?
we treated him right away.
What's that you're eating?
Well, we call it sugar.
So it's sugar? I didn't say that.
Oh, I never said that, love.
I didn't like good. The rest depends upon the body's ability to recover.
Do you know the victim, Miss Delicious?
Yesy, although it's been 18 years since I last saw him. I only knew that he had become a world-famous pastry chef.
Is the victim that famous?
I heard on the news that he won a competition for designing desserts.
That reminds me. I do remember his mentioning something about studying design in Shangfa.
Stop talking.
Now, let's get down to business.
To defeat.
Zangfa! Are you familiar with the drug Megatoxin X?
I got some right here. Not bad.
It foams at the mouth, falls over dead.
Keeps me going good, it does.
It's a drug that's used to kill those things. It's mega effective.
What are they called again? Oh, right, people. Hard to remember being a sociopath.
Holy
God, it's like a horse going for
really
oats.
realistic. Oh, the lighting on that's too realistic.
What are those things you're referring to?
It's a drug for vanquishing the creatures that strike fear into the heart of a lady.
A man.
The ones that often infest kitchens and the like. A man.
I think I know what she's talking about.
So, Miss Pharmacist, may I ask you one more thing? Do you know what happens when you mix normalium with fatalium?
Yes, see, I know. It's even written on the warning label for Megatoxin X. Hazardous when mixed. When the two
Just
drugs are mixed
mix.
together,
Never mix it with anything.
a chemical reaction occurs and a gas is released.
Inhaling in large amount of the gas can cause breathing difficulties and even death.
She's got the sweats. It's just going through withdrawal.
She needs an X fix.
From the amount of poison gas Gusty breathed in, I think there was probably at least 500 milliliters of each chemical in the gas.
As expected of a pharmacist, she's very well informed.
Normalium is an adhesive liquid that becomes hot as soon as heat is applied.
Hey, remember in the last part of this case where this lady made it to the final 4 round of a fucking cooking competition and she's just like, I'm just a pharmacist, I don't know how I got here.
It also had a red color and a minty fragrance. Due to its low cost, it's used everywhere. Fatalium is a white, watery liquid.
That's enough for now.
Has
expect it of a pharmacist. You're very knowledgeable.
Yes, see, of course I am. Megatoxin X is one of the chemicals that the company I work for produces. Oh, that's
That isn't that lovely that I've just divulged a little bit of information for you.
Well, not just anyone has access to it. It's so potent as a poison that it couldn't be sold to the public after all.
Thank you. I think that's all I need to hear.
Does Judge Courtney suspect her? Fair!
But yeah.
What is she hiding behind that smile? Megatoxin X! Blah. Oh, I'm gumshoe.
Secret.
Oh,
I thought he was gonna walk up and clock him.
oh, Flatfoot, have you made progress in the investigation or something?
Yeah, let me tell you. Glass
Not
cases
listening,
that
dum
contain
dum dum dum
discrete-
dum.
Ow, my eye! By a mechanism in the lid.
What strange cases?
The temperature in the cases can be lowered down to 0 degrees. The inside of the Pisces case was set to 27 Fahrenheit, so my hand nearly got stuck to the ice.
Good thing it didn't. So then,
From the lid of the Pisces case, we detected slight traces of normalium.
what? I thought for a second he said, that's bad!
If the normalium was in the glass case at a temperature of 27 Fahrenheit, then it would have been frozen to the lid.
Really? So what happened?
Mr. DeBest, why don't we try borrowing the power
Wow.
of Kay's little thief? I think the circumstances will be easier to understand if we use our Mr. Thief.
So you really want to help me out that much? Fine. I'm not really sure how this all works, but you get on with it.
I hate being bossed around by this guy, but to arrive at the truth, I'll do it.
Overruled.
You're going to jail.
Stop. You're a criminal, young lady. Come with me. The goddess of law has no need of your power.
Don't be such a dick.
Don't be such a dick in the mud.
Ah.
I said I'd been curious.
I have a joke for that, but I won't say it on
I know what
stream.
it is.
Already
I'm
did.
gonna guess.
We have approval of the prosecutor in charge, so what's the problem?
I heard there was a poison gas leak, so I used the old dick in the mud to stop it.
Guys, I'll leave. I will leave.
Thanks for the 250 bits, Nottingness.
I was able to stop the poison gas from leaking by putting my dick in the hole it was coming from. Am I going to jail?
Yeah, just because I don't like you. If you
There.
insist on participating in the investigation,
Thanks,
Then
Jill.
let me check if
Guys,
you're
we
qualified.
don't encourage us. We
don't you dare make them stop. Yeah, fucking question.
What is she planning? Yeah, wow, I just threw that segment of the conversation away.
Who set off the poison gas? For sure. If you can answer me that, I'll allow you to work with us.
Thank you for the bits and stuff.
Well then, Miles. The person who opened the Pisces case and set off the gas. Think about the circumstances. There's only one person it could have been.
Yes, considering the circumstances, it's clear who it was.
So, please give me your answer. Who set off the poison gas?
There was no one in the Autumn Palace other than the victim, Dane Gustavia. It's hard to believe it could have been anyone but him.
It seems that way. Very well, I'll allow you to participate this time. However, if I feel you are a hindrance, I will have to ask you to leave.
Understood. But what I don't understand is why the victim opened that case.
I thought that was a silenced gun.
Yeah, I thought you just whipped out a gun.
I'm sick and tired of your shit. So, Mr. Edgeworth, what shall I recreate
Thanks
with
for,
my gamer tech?
Let's recreate the murder.
thank you guys for the more bits.
Oh, guys,
Yay.
don't.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, let's recreate the scene before the gas.
Got it.
Releases the gas, they all get killed.
Using Little Thief to release a deadly neurotoxin.
Oh! Don't scare me like that.
So, this is the true power of Sir Thief.
Sure is green.
Let's investigate the Pisces sculpture post-haste. There's frozen normalium on the lid of the Pisces sculpture's glass case.
It's frozen so thick you can't even open the lid.
On the actual glass case, the lid was heavily cracked. It was like someone had it out for the Pisces sketches.
Do you have any idea how it came to be cracked like this?
Edgeworth, we have to recharge Gummy's batteries.
Well, the damage didn't seem to...
Yeah, hang on. Let me just... Nobody look. Just sticks his hand up his ass and charges him. I'm a robot.
I thought you were
going
gonna go with like they use his arm like a crank and spin him around, but that's fine. We can just go canal diving.
Oh,
Well, the glass case, sir.
I see. So the inside of the case was below the freezing point, and the case had developed cracks. Ooh, I hope they used the heated gas canister to use the temperature change to crack the glass.
yeah, no,
Oh,
that's
I
what
mean-
it is.
There are no signs of external damage. From this we can deduce.
Below freezing. Like Mr. Edgeworth's cold stare.
And cracked, like Mr. Edgeworth thorough brow.
Thermal fracturing! The cold glass was heated from the outside, causing it to crack.
But why did thermal fracturing occur here? What caused it?
Probably the one hot thing.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
Inside the thermally fractured glass case, there was frozen normalium.
Why are you licking the statue?
Get your tongue off of it!
I wanted to see if there was normalium on it.
You
Indeed.
dumb shit. Let's take
It's
off
not
our
actually
shirts.
toxic when it's messy.
You dumb shit, let's take off our shirts. Indeed I have. I know how Mr. Gustavia was able to open the glass case.
What? How can you possibly know something I don't?
I'd say the things he does know are in the minority.
Hey, aren't you gonna let me know?
No.
How did Dane... Oh,
How did Dane Gustavia open the glass case?
this gas burner that was found in the Autumn Palace shows signs of recent use. I believe this was the cause of the thermal fracturing in the Pisces sculpture's glass case.
A gas burner? Why would he use something like that?
Ah, I got it. The lid was frozen shut, so he had to use the burner to melt the ice.
You're right.
Well, how was
Indeed,
oh,
that is
yeah.
correct.
Oh, I just had a late start. I'm still the best, you know.
Late start. You didn't even understand a single thing, did you?
Well, that's just because Mr. Edgeworth's explanation was too hard to follow.
Ugh.
Okay,
Dumbass kid.
okay, why don't you update the little thief so he can understand it?
If you say so. Right, let's restart the recreation.
Someone fucking clip that. That was like the best delivery all night.
The victim, Dane Gustavia, was the only one to enter the Autumn Palace. If he used the gas burner, then the normalium in the glass case would have melted.
And then?
Christ.
The
That's
melted,
scary.
the melted normalium would have come into contact with the fatalium inside the case. Where is the fatalium in the case?
I think it was hidden in the jug.
Okay.
Like a water bearer jug.
Oh. And produced the poison gas. It's a good thing he didn't just, like, fucking shatter it like a normal person would have with the blunt end of a hard object. The moment Mr. Gustavia opened the lid, he would have begun to inhale the gas. He managed to drag himself out to the fountain patio just before his strength ran out.
Ooh.
So, there was gas? He inhaled the gas when he opened the lid.
It seems he finally understands.
Why did Mr. Gustavia open the glass case of the Pisces sculpture?
The victim's goal, that I do not yet know.
Perhaps he had the same reason as Uncle.
Well, you might want to try rejoining the call. You're clipping in and out.
Yeah. Hold on.
Maybe he actually came to see the winter place, not the autumn one.
Uncle Rayos thought that this was the Winter Palace at first.
You're
Sorry, it's lagging for me. I don't know why. Oh, you too, Ray Ray. Actually, I thought so too.
Sorry, I was turning you up really quick.
It looks just like Icy's room from 18 years ago. It's even got the exact same plants in the front door.
It seems everyone involved with the IS-7 incident made the same mistake. It is imperative that we investigate the real Winter Police immediately. I should suggest that to Mr. DeBest.
I get it now. Yeah, that's how it was.
Did you think of something?
No!
I thought of a way to make this case go even longer.
The victim committed suicide!
He's alive!
He thought it would look refined if he died in an art gallery.
Give me 20 seconds.
Have you even been listening?
Well, if you're as smart as me, just hearing half the story will be enough.
Sebastian,
No.
I'll explain it from the top later.
Top? That means best, right? I'll leave it to you.
Yes, it would indeed
the
be
best
best,
of bottom.
to let Judge Courtney handle him.
That aside, don't you have some information to inform everyone of?
Ah, I totally forgot.
What are you talking about?
We did a little checking on that pharmacist. We, meaning me, the best prosecutors. Subordinate.
Turns out she's a drug kingpin.
That's not something to brag about.
Shut up, you. Quiet down and listen. Suicide is, bad. Yeah.
Did someone say bad?
Off the table. Yeah.
Punches through a wall.
That's because, in short, that pharmacist is the culprit. She set the gas as a trap.
You twat!
It is a terrible shame, Miss Pharmacist. How could one, in the profession of saving lives, stoop to extinguishing them?
What are you saying? I would never do such a... I'm sorry, it keeps on lagging just when it's mine.
Mr. DeBest, do you have a basis for these accusations?
Of course not. This is my basis. I'm the best. Her pharmacist's license, it would permit her to handle megatoxin X, right?
And its active ingredient, phthallium, was one of the components of the poison gas.
Exactly.
It's like he's giving him a back massage.
That chemical is almost impossible for ordinary people to obtain. But that pharmacist is another story altogether.
It wasn't me. You've got it all wrong.
Objection! And that's not all. A bottle of megatoxin X was found in the victim's pocket. And on the bottle, we found clear fingerprints. Yours. You and the curator took the victim to the infirmary, right? That would have given you the perfect opportunity to plant the bottle on him.
That's...
Honestly, that's pretty suspicious.
You are the only pharmacist on the premises who could have handled megatoxin X. Furthermore, as for the curator of this art gallery, she's like not around. What's up with that? She never answers the door.
I am
You would have
busy
had
being
access
the
to gallery.
murderer.
Oh no! Oh, shh, not yet. At any time, in order to prepare the poison gas trap.
Please, wait. That megatoxin X, it was stolen.
He smacks her unceremonious.
Bonk! Trying to lie your way out of this won't go well with me.
It's true. Look, I've got the proof right here in my bag. It's the bottle.
What is she searching for?
Not this. Not this either.
I remember seeing cloth like that recently.
Oh, here. Please, take a look at this.
It's my receipt.
It's...
Sebastian, look at the receipt. There's fingies on this receipt.
It's some sort of paper.
What's it say? I can't read.
April 1st, theft report accepted. Stolen item, megatoxin X. This...
But you see, since it was reported on April Fool's Day, it's clearly
Shut
a
up.
hoax.
is a theft report acceptance certificate.
What? What's
Yes,
theft?
see, truth is, 1 week ago, my megatoxin X was stolen.
1 week ago. That means you didn't have it with you today.
I was expecting you to say 1 week ago. That's 18 years ago.
Yes, see, that bottle you just found is probably the one that was stolen from me. I normally carry that bottle of Megatoxin X in my bag at all times.
Why?
Why?
Even though I
helps
often
to
forget
kill
to
the
keep it
people.
locked up.
It helps to kill the people who are on my tail for being a drug kingpin. Do you want to investigate me about that? No. Talk more about the megatoxin.
No, that's
Oh,
the
you
problem
guys.
right here.
I would never even think about mixing it with normalium.
But why in the world would you carry such a dangerous substance on your person?
Well, some women carry tasers. I bring a dangerous poison. You never know.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at my phone. That infests the kitchen, striking fear into the heart of a lady, right? Although, if you had a rolled up newspaper, you could just whack them with one blow.
Justine, what do we do now? I'm lost, and I'm not listening anymore.
Well then, can we really accept this theft report? Let's ask for confirmation. That should clearly tell us whether or not she's lying.
Right! Well then, I'll just call and confirm it.
Sorry.
Indeed. If she really did set up the poison gas as a trap, I don't believe she would do it in a way that...
So, Miles, who do you think the culprit is?
Probably the French girl. Predicting the actions of the victim would require a fair amount of advanced planning. And there's only one person here capable of that.
Huh? Uncle Ray would like to know, too. Who do you suspect?
The one who stole the Megatoxin X and prepared the room in advance was... Take that! She's hot. I'm gonna say it.
No, yeah, she's banging.
It had to be the curator of the Zodiac Art Gallery, Miss Catherine Hall. However, I still don't have any evidence that she's the criminal yet.
I see. She is...
Fine. The way he said that now just sounded like he was expecting it.
Good job, Miles, as expected from Uncle Ray's future apprentice.
I have no intention of becoming your apprentice. Why not? Let's hug.
And I will now announce the results of my verification. I can confirm that her theft report was indeed accepted. Therefore, it's a little too early to come to a decision.
That means your logic was completely faulty.
You're wrong! My real performance is still to come.
Really? And how do you plan to proceed with your investigation?
That's
Slowly.
first. We need to. I do everything slowly.
Yes.
We need
Like
to
thinking.
speak with the curator.
And after that?
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Sebastine, Mr. Gustavia may have had business in the Winter Palace. I believe we should send an investigator there as well.
Oh, that's good too. Detective Gumshoe, investigate the Winter Palace.
I quit.
Fair.
Got it, sir.
Justine, let's go talk to the curator.
Yes, let us proceed.
We should go and listen to what Miss Hall has to say as well.
Why the fuck would we let you come with us?
Same shit, same day.
All right, I want you guys to listen to what the curator has to say.
Mr. DeBest, weren't you going to go and talk to her yourself?
Nah, that's a job for my subordinates. All I have to do is wait for their report.
I'm sorry, Sebastine, who were your subordinates?
I'm the best prosecutor, after all.
That's not what I asked.
Such arrogance.
Well, this is anticlimactic. I'm gonna chill for a bit.
Washes it.
Doopy doopy. Huh? Oh wait, no. Are you kidding me? Actually, okay, all right, we're doing this. What's that in the fountain?
Oh god, is it her body? Oh no.
Ah!
Oh shit.
Who the fuck?
Lost!
How did you guys not notice that instantly?
There's a dead body in the fountain!
What is the meaning of this?
Silence, everyone.
My fucking foot!
Identify this body at once.
It's terrible, pal!
Please be quiet, detective.
The ice sculptures in the Winter Palace. They've all melted, pal! What?
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 They all ignore the body to go check on the melted sculptures.
What's going on here?
This is all just like 18 years ago. Once again, the ice sculptures have melted.
Again?
And everyone related to the incident 18 years ago is gathered here now. This is no mere coincidence. Do you think so, Miles?
Yes. The key to finding the truth of this case lies in the IS-7 incident. This is what I believe.
That's right. Uncle Ray thinks so too. Looks like it's time once again for Uncle Ray to tell you about the IS-7 incident.
Oh, all right. That seems like a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Sit on Uncle Pop Pop's knee.
Uncle Papa.
Uncle